first time into the Greenheart TREEWALK in the garden, what you're walking into is coastal temperate rainforest. And the difference here is originally our coastal temperate rainforest from Alaska all the way along the Pacific to Oregon, 70 to 90 meters, a huge umbrella next to the Pacific, nature's design. And then it would get bigger with the redwoods, who thus use that sort of fog bank in August to keep themselves going. But what we're showing here is a forest that saw logging about 110 years ago, but they didn't cut everything. So as you walk up, you go on 10 suspension bridges, you go up to all the way around 308 meters, up to 22 and a half meters. The tallest trees are 60 meters. But this forest is meant to be 70 to 90 closed, and that gives you water catchment, containment, and a huge organic filter built up over thousands of years. So when the water comes in, it's held and slowly released. So if you're a salmon spawned in the stream, everything is doing great. In the summer, 10 degrees cooler because of the shade, and it also is able to release moisture. So the fire cycle on a completely untouched, healthy old growth forest could be up to 500 years. If you go from 90 meters to the ground, then you probably didn't listen to the new Chun, the coastal natives in the island, who said the trees hold up the mountains. Down come the trees, down come the mountains. And unfortunately, to get a 1,000-year-old forest, you need 1,000 years. And you need a forest. So, for all of us, it's a really good chance to learn about what is our forest, how important it is. And Greenheart, as our own private conservation company, we've built these in countries like Rwanda, where Niue National Forest, post-genocide, they realized that forest provides 70% of their fresh water. So what they do is they built an economy to keep that forest standing. And they gave it a value of $5 billion in ecosystem services. The country's approaching $1 billion US a year in nature-based tourism and other nature-based economies. And it's doing great, and that's sort of the opportunity we hope as people come to BC or local see we have an incredible environment. And if we work with it, we all do great. But as you walk, there'll be eagles, ravens, pileated woodpeckers, and it's very lightweight. It's going to move. It's all designed for trees. It's a very unique system. And the goal is that when the wind comes, the trees maintain their movement. And when the water comes, it flows through. The sunlight, everything is as light and as minimal as possible. But thanks for coming to the Greenheart TREEWALK.
Thank you. You mentioned some logs, some trees were cut down.
Yeah, you'll look, they're way down there, a big cedar stump. And of course the cedars take forever to decay, right? Because this western red cedar, the life from seed to back in the ground can be up to 2,000 years. And Stephen Karen Charleston, Heshquet First Nation, there's a management for a living Heshquet harbor plan there. And it's based on that life cycle. And they make decisions based on that 2,000-year plan. Hooksum School over in Heshquet. And there's a lot of cultures that are born and raised close to nature, with nature, understand it's not about immediate turnover. It's about where you're living provides you with probably everything you need. And if you live within the means, then it does great. But you have to really, if you spend time in nature, you'll quickly learn. So come visit. And the garden is this unbelievable collection of rare plants that have been brought in for research and study. So you'll see magnolias, rhododendrons, katsura, an incredible collection of maples from Asia. And they're all usually at-risk endangered species because, we are unfortunately losing a lot of animal species, but plants even more so. Just be development, agriculture. So anyone who comes to visit here, it's a really good chance to support conservation, but also, have an experience like anything in nature. Like, it's spectacular.
Thank you.
Oh, and yourself.